Hello, welcome in. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you are new, so glad you made it over. If you've been here before, so great you came back. Uh, Listen, the whole vibe right now is vibration. That's what we're talking about over here, me and the Most High. We're talking about vibration and something that I think is really interesting that we're chopping up. You know, it's an experience that I've lived, and I feel like I'm watching the other side of it play out across that table of karma. And that's a whole nother conversation, y'all. The table of karma. I'll probably do a podcast episode about that table of karma. That's the one that the Most High sets up in the presence of your enemies after He anoints your head with oil, Ashe. But this is like I'm watching a situation play out where somebody, and this is somebody that I know personally, they're experiencing. I feel like they're coming up on a psychotic break. Now, we don't talk about this kind of stuff, but I'm going to. Okay, I do have a background in psychology and biology applied and cultural, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to diagnose anyone, but I am going to talk about my experience of being around someone who's having an experience. Okay, that we can do that. That is permissible. So I'm watching someone have an experience where it's like everywhere they go or whoever they're around, they shift their personality to match wherever they are. Okay? Now, I personally am, my astrological chart, Gemini rising. I have a mercurial energy about me. In case you can't tell, I'm not a stranger. I'm an extrovert or introvert. But the bottom line is, yeah, I'm able to be very adaptable because of this energy and where it is, okay? So there's a difference here that when we're talking about the difference between adaptability and so this person is not adaptable. They're taking masks on and off because they're not adaptable. Does that make sense? It's like if you're adaptable, you don't need a mask. You can just morph the face you have into a new configuration. You see what I'm saying? That's adaptable. But if you're not adaptable, you need a whole new mask to put on your face so that whatever happens, your face is a match. You can't actually change your face. You can't. But you can put on a mask. Now, y'all, this is taking me back to this guy I dated years ago. He had facial hair. Okay, y'all, I like facial hair on a man. I like hair on a man. Hello. But anyway, this guy had facial hair and it looked really good on him. You guys have seen those guys, like the facial hair looks great on them. So you're like, okay, that's cool. Well, that's how I was with this guy. And then one day, I forget why he shaved. He shaved for some reason. But let me tell you, y'all, I broke up with that man probably 2 days after he shaved. I know, no. It's not that he was ugly. His attractiveness didn't change. It's what changed was his face. If I'm gonna say something, and some of you are gonna be like, "What? That doesn't make sense." But if you know what I'm talking about, you'll know. Without his facial hair, I could see his face. And he had the face of someone that was cruel. Cruel. Now, he had intelligent eyes. So as long as he had facial hair on the lower part of his face, what you saw, like what your brain, what your psychological persona would have interpreted from this man is that he's intelligent. But once he shaves, your brain would also go, oh, and he's cruel. Like your brain would just tell you because it's the indicators are there. So there's this woman, what's her name? Vanessa Van Edwards, is that her name? I don't know. She's writing this book about cues and all this, and I know people are into it. Y'all watch out for the narcissists reading these books. I don't know how to fix their face to come out and manipulate, but anyway, that's the whole message. What I'm talking about is a person that I'm watching who cannot adapt, so they put on a mask, okay? Now, this is why it's important. Because I'm sitting here and I'm talking to Spirit, I'm talking to God, like, okay, so I'm watching, they are in crash out energy because it's too many masks at this point. Do you get what I'm saying? Like when you have 12 masks that you have to keep ready, at some point you're going to put the wrong mask on in the wrong situation. You're just going to. That happened to this person. I watched them have an interaction with me where they were wearing a different mask than they normally wear with me. Now the trippy part is this person doesn't know that I know they wear masks. Okay, so listen, I know. Listen, y'all, I be trying to tell people I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I can read your thoughts, but y'all know people don't believe a goddamn thing I say. They like, oh, this bitch crazy. So they go and do whatever the hell they want to do around me, and I just be like, okay. I mean, I give everybody the same warning. By the way, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I read thoughts, I know. And then that's all I say. And then I watch people play themselves out in front of me like you would not believe. I tell people to their face, I can read your thoughts. And then I literally stand in front of them. I shut my mouth and stand in front of them as they think the most vile, disgusting things about me to my fucking face. It's unbelievable. Because I'm going to ask you this, tribe. Check yourself. How many people in your life have run around going, I'm immortal, I can read thoughts, I'm an embodied goddess? Does that happen to you on a daily basis? You got somebody in your office, in your home saying that right now, besides yourself, of course? No. So when myself or you or anybody claims to be who the hell they are, what's the problem? Anyway, y'all, this person's in crash out energy, and I'm watching like, dang, they put the wrong mask on at the wrong time. I'm not gonna lie, that was my clue. When I saw this person put the wrong mask on for me, I said, oh shit, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Because I was watching their mask stars. I said, this is about to crash and burn out here. So now I'm talking to spirit like, okay, what the hell? Because I'm not going to lie. I have so much compassion for people. And that's how this conversation with spirit started. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I just have compassion for this person. Never mind all the heinous, evil shit they've done to me. 12 masks in their back pocket, mask falling out, and they running around, mask falling out, they can't find it. Where did I drop that mask? Look, it's a hot mess out here, girl, I'm telling you. But I just was like, God, that's so sad. Like really, that's really, really sad. But God reminded me that when you talking to me, like Nephtara, there was a time when you were vibrating at such a low, dense frequency that your power, your might, your grandeur, your majesty, excuse me, I was being filtered through mess. And so, God is right. There was a time when somebody might have looked at me and said, God, does that woman have multiple personality disorder? I mean, is she, how is you cool? You know what I'm saying? Is you cool? Like for real, because I used to be in crash out energy like this. Like I'm watching this person be. Okay. So I don't know who need to hear this, but this is just a reminder, like vibrations matter, y'all. They matter. The same behavior at a higher vibration is sacred. The same vibration at a lower the same behavior at a lower vibration can actually destroy your life. The levels and the layers between each realm, between each dimension, between each vibration of like frequency, vibration, the levels of it. There's a lot of growth and a lot of learning and a lot of discomfort. But I'm really clear. At the level that I'm at right now, I call it being expressed. I call it expressing my multidimensional nature. Okay. That's how it is for me right now, expressing my multidimensional nature. But for the person on the opposite end of the spectrum, that is borderline personality disorder. That is multiple personality disorder. That is a personality disorder. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now what I'm hearing is you must be careful of the company you keep. And we were talking about this last night a little bit. Please don't shoot the messenger. Dang, I'm just a messenger. You really are going to be, like frequency wise, the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And if you're spending time by yourself, good on you, because that means you're more like God than anybody. As long as you connected to source and tapped in, that is. You know what I'm saying? But if you out here with a bunch of clowns, you're going to vibrate at the frequency of a clown. You're going to think clown thoughts. You're going to do clown things. And clowns are clowns. A clown can call themselves whatever the hell they want, but that don't mean they're still not a clown. That's a part of the clown's job, is to dress up and act and pretend to be like something other than what it is. Hello? So don't get with a bunch of clowns and think that your life is going to improve. How? They're clowns. The only thing your life is going to do is become a joke, something to laugh at, because you're hanging out with clowns. Anzus for the ancestors and gods. Sawulo. Ooh, lightning strike. Something happening fast. God said it, and so that settles it. That's right. This is a relationship. Now, this is a special relationship. This is one high priestess. This is one that's marked. This is fated. You and your person carry some type of mark because you've been set aside for each other. Now, I'm not saying neither one of you have been with other people. That's not true at all. I'm just saying, yeah, you two are meant to be together. And there's something about who you are that this person, I don't know, it's like they were born to rock with it. And it could be the thing that nobody else has been able to handle, but this person, they were born to rock with it. I'm telling you, they got you. This person got you. Okay. Spirit of place, deep freeze, and fool's embrace, transmuting pain. You've healed a lot. It's been a lot of delays. But those delays were for your protection. And that transmuting pain has made you stronger. Absolutely. Yeah. Everything you've been through has prepared you for this. I got the number 4 out here, the number 22, and the number 26. There's the numbers 4 and 8. 2, 4, 8. Coming out the high priestess is 2. 4 twice, giving us 8. There's a lot of symmetry, synchronicity here. This is I'm telling you, this is destiny. There's a beauty to this unfolding. This is an unfolding. There's a divine algorithm that is at play here. Okay, numbers are very significant here. Let me get one of these. And crystal. Okay. Okay, big shift. That yawn. That was a clearing yawn. That was a nervous system reset yawn. Okay, so like something about being preparations. Preparations, they're saying, are complete. I'm not listening. I'm just here to throw cards around, apparently. All I gotta do is throw the cards around. Co-create. This is, there's that number 4 again. Look at that. I'm telling y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Two singular energies coming together to create something that is, it has been seen on Earth. It's just so ancient, it hasn't been seen in a long time. It's given dragon egg. It's given you, and I feel like you're the owl, and this other energy is this cat. But I'm telling y'all about to give birth to a dragon. I don't know how the hell y'all gonna do that. I really don't know, but y'all are. I don't know how y'all. I don't know. Y'all are coming together to co-create something. This may, listen, in the tarot cards, it may come out like, oh, you're gonna have a baby. I don't think it's a baby. For some of you, it could be, but I think it's something else. I think it's something. They said much bigger. Dragons are bigger than babies. Yeah. Both of you are mysterious people. You, this owl, the high priestess, you are definitely nighttime energy, nocturnal energy, wisdom energy. This person comes in like they have hunter energy, apex predator energy. They're saying you don't know this person from this lifetime yet, but your souls will recognize each other from previous incarnations. That's really important. Oh yeah, because I think mask, yes, because there's a lot of people trying to masquerade as your person. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm like, why? We started with mask. There's a lot of people trying to masquerade as your person. So specifically, if there's some energy from the past that wants to come back and say they're your person, they're not. Whoever your co-creative partner, you have not met yet. They've actually been on this timeline looking for you. I channeled this, y'all, this from December or something, January, I'm telling you. You were put intentionally on the wrong timeline from this person because they didn't want y'all to do this dragon egg thing together. I'm telling you. You see how this owl is on a line and it's lower than where the cat is? Y'all see that? You were intentionally put on a lower timeline. Your partner's been looking for you, waiting for you this whole time. So you don't know them yet. You haven't been, I'm hearing you haven't been properly introduced, but you're about to be. Yeah. This is everything to do with something that you built. It's weird. I keep getting the feeling that you built something but then you're outside of what you built. But now you're coming back to something that you built. That's wild. It is. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how. You know what it's reminding me of, though? It's reminding me of this story. Okay, y'all know how I be my stories, but this reminds me of a story, and I'm not gonna lie, when I got to this part of the story, I stopped. I was like, this is dumb. But Spirit had to come get me a few days later and say, it's not dumb. You're triggered because it's your story. And so what I'm about to share is actually profound and deep, so if I cry, it's okay. But anyway, this is reminding me of this story where there's this, I shared a little bit of the story. Y'all remember I've been talking about this billionaire who he married. No, I didn't share that with y'all. That's a different story I shared with y'all. Bless. Anyway. Billionaire. He gets into herbal medicine and his health. Shout out to the apothecaries out there. What? And the medicine people. So he gets into herbal medicine and his health, and he ends up meeting different people in the underworld of Chicago when it comes to illicit activities, okay? And so he, by that way, he ends up meeting, is it like a lieutenant of the Chicago Police Department? So she approaches him eventually, like they create a relationship over time, and she eventually approaches him and says, hey, there's some, we've got one of this crime families, somebody is in jail, and we got to get somebody to talk to him because we think they're planning something. We don't know what, but we need somebody on the inside. And you have a connection. You have connections that could make it possible for you to get this guy to open up to you. So would you go undercover into this jail and do this assignment? We can't I talked to my captain about it. My captain has okayed it, but nobody else can know what we're doing. So you can't tell anybody. We won't tell anybody. Once you get in there, you're on your own. We'll set up a false arrest for you to get arrested, so you get in jail. We'll put you in on these charges with this much time. That's all the time we can give you to get the information out of this guy. Once you serve this time, you're out. we won't hold you because it's not real. So essentially, in the story, this lieutenant asked this billionaire guy, and he's a man of color, right? She's like, you could do this. People already think you're a playboy. People already they already don't know what you're really up to because of how you move. You could do this. And so they agree that they stage a fight where this billionaire gets into a public fight where he has to get arrested for drunken disorderly conduct, right? So yeah, he goes to jail, but it's not for a long time. So they stage it out. So he gets arrested for something simple, no big deal. Then he gets in there and he punches a cop. That makes sure that he gets to go deeper into the jail where he could be around this really bad guy, right? Because if you just pee on the sidewalk because you're drunk, they don't throw you in the middle of the jail. You're in a little holding cell. So anyway, that's where I got triggered. Because for me, I was like, why would a billionaire do that? That's so dumb. Like, if you have everything, why would you walk away from everything to go undercover, blah, 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 blah. And I literally walked away from the story for like a week or two. And Spirit was like, you're triggered because that's what you did. And that's what I see in this card. I know that was a long way around, but that's what I see in this card. Thanks for sticking with me. You built something. But it's like somebody asked you to step down. It's like, we need you to come over here, do this over here. And, yeah. But then you did. Like, whatever you did as an owl, it was in the dark. You went and did something. And I've been saying, you were in the underworld. You did. That's why that story came up. You took some type of secret mission in the underworld. It ain't secret now because I'm telling you business. But I also guess it's over. Yeah, the mission's over. Yeah, because it's a whole new cycle. Yeah, that was your last cycle. Okay, see, your last cycle, you was on an undercover mission in the underworld. Oh, my God. And now you're done, and now you're back, and your homie's been waiting for you. They've been waiting on you. They're like, is she back yet? Is he back yet? Where? The lunar path. What I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to say. You was on some type of witchy warlock thing. That's what the lunar path is. You was out here. Were you exposing covens and shit? No, not all of them. No, it's not like that. 2222. This was something about copycats. This is something about copying, counterfeits. This is counterfeits. You exposed counterfeits. They're saying you reclaimed the left-hand path. Yo. That's deep as fuck. I'm gonna keep going because I'm not ready to address that with you guys here. I probably will address it in a podcast though. Okay, so if reclaiming the left-hand path resonates with you, stay tuned for a podcast that has to do with that. But we're gonna keep this card reading moving. But I know y'all feel that. Hey Thor. Damn. Woo. Y'all feel that? And there's something about using music to raise your frequency and maintain your frequency. That is literally the key for somebody. Okay? To lock in. To lock in. They're asking you to use frequency music to lock in. Oh, okay. Very good, very good. Okay. Holy Spirit, archangels, ancestors, gods and goddesses, legions of light. Thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for my tribe. Thank you for showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know. So I support the tribe as we live here in the tribe and grow. As above, so below, and so it is, because it is so. Let me use this deck. Interesting. So you did something. So you I mean, you're an actual high priestess. Okay. Of the divine. And you've done something. Shifted something. You shifted something, now the divine is going to shift something for you. Yeah, you're in a give and take relationship with the divine. You're in a give and take with it. You are in relationship with the divine. Okay. Okay, so other people do business with each other. You do business with the divine. Okay. I did blow smoke. I did not get any messages out of the smoke today, guys. Yeah. They're saying like Enoch, you walk with God. Like Enoch, you walk with God. Like Enoch, you walk with God. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. You are like Enoch. Wow. But it's time for you to come out and play. It's time for you to come out and play. What is this? Turn to the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like this contract, this arrangement you're in with the divine, it's time, like you gave, and now it's time for the divine to give back. It's how it's coming out. And I've got a Page of Cups with an Eight of Pentacles, like something about the love you gave. It's giving you work with the divine. You co-create with the divine. It's giving, yeah. The Empress, Seven of Swords reverse. Yeah, like I was saying, it's like it's giving like the divine. You got sent on some mission to the underworld, and you did it, and you emerged victorious. Seven of Swords is reverse. Like you. They're saying revealed, repealed all trickery, deceit, and deception. So I think I said this in a recent reading. The left-hand path is a valid path. It illuminates. The right-hand path enlightens. These are two different ways to reach truth. The left-hand path was absolutely hijacked by evil. It was easy to do because the left-hand path deals with illumination from the inside, and many things that happen on the left-hand path happen in the darkness or shadows. So it's easy to convince people that dark is evil and evil is dark. In other words, they're the same thing when they are not. And therefore cast this evil shadow over the left-hand path. which means those souls who were naturally born to the left-hand path because of their ancestry were automatically conscripted into demonic contracts and led astray. I know what I'm saying. See, when we talk about being redeemed, when we talk about the redemption plan of the Most High, you got to get, we don't understand how detailed the redemption plan has to be. You know, we got our little Christian Bible in this realm, and we're like, oh my God, we know the plan of God. The hell you do? The fuck you say? I promise you don't. Try again. Matter of fact, don't. Let God's ways be higher than your ways. Let his thought be higher than your thoughts. All you got to do is when he say jump, you just say how high. That's all you got to do. Okay? And that's what you did. He said, who'll go? You said, I guess I will. And then you did. And you came back. You came back crowned. You came back crowned. So there's something you did in the underworld that left you with a crown in the underworld. Yeah, you conquered. There's some, the gate, the Two of Pentacles, and the Chariot. There's some trial or test or initiation in the underworld that you passed. So it leaves you with authority in the underworld, as well as the God-given authority you already had in the higher realms. Wow. It's like you are returning home to a higher timeline, to a higher frequency, to a higher vibration. But you went into the lower vibration on purpose to accomplish something, and you crushed it. Wow. You emerged victorious as the Empress. I've got the Gate, Two of Pentacles, and the Chariot here. Having defeated deceit, lies, and betrayal. I mean, like, where's the Ace of Swords? I mean, holy crap. That's obviously what's happening around here. But there's something about the love you gave that they keep coming back to. The love you gave. The love you gave. There's something about your love. The Lovers. King of Pentacles and the Lovers. I'm telling you, the love you gave. The love you gave. The love you gave. The love. Something about the love you gave. And I've got my Divine Union rune out here. The Page of Cups is out here. There's something about love in the background. Hathor is here. This message in particular from Hathor was about using high frequency music to keep your vibration high, to stay locked in, because it's like you're coming home, right? But you've been gone for so long. Y'all ever seen Donnie Brasco from back in the day? You've been undercover for so long. It's like you're just having a difficult time adjusting to being out. You understand? The mission's over, but you're just like, whoa, okay, where am I again? Like, you still waking up trying to figure out where the hell you are every morning. So lock in with high frequency music. Just keep reminding yourself, you're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. Don't rush yourself. If you need to sleep, sleep. Drink water. Don't rush yourself. You just went through a lot, okay? Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, this is epic. This is Hero's Journey, epic mythological proportion that I'm talking about. So I don't know if this is for everyone. Knight of Wands. Two of Swords. Okay, so someone who's passionate but indecisive. Wheel of Fortune has changed. Karma has happened to someone. Listen, there's a King of Coins out here. This particular Lover's card, so this deck does have 3 Lover's cards. Each Lover's card is very different, depicting 3 different kinds of relationships, okay? So when you see me read with this deck, pay attention, as I do, to which Lover's card comes out, because it does matter. It really does matter. You'll see a progression. Okay, it's one of the reasons I love this deck. It's a very high vibrational deck. So this King of Coins sitting in the Lover's energy of something that looks like a throuple, yeah, alternative lifestyle. Love it. Here for it, okay? Knight of Wands Two of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. So this is giving me somebody who wasn't sure what they wanted. It's someone who's passionate, but they weren't sure what they wanted. But now we've got the Wheel of Fortune out here saying karma has done a thing. Look at them 3 fates down there. Look at my sisters. They're like, la 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 la. What's up, y'all? But for real, Norn, fates, whatever they call it, where you come from. Justice. This is just shit. It's being, it got served. Is being served. Is currently being served. This is currently happening with the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. It is currently happening. This is all corona. Oof. Uh-oh, it's a problem. Five of Wands. There's a conflict over somebody leaving. And this is Justice. Uh-oh. Not the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins at the same damn time. Oh, Lord Jesus. Well, look. Six of Cups. There's somebody distraught. Oh, Lord Jesus. And they just gotta watch you move on in a relationship that works out for you. But we know this. Why are we doing this again? I thought we already knew this. So wait, okay. So this is the thing right here. This King of Coins is this King of Coins is fucked up. I'm gonna be honest. I think, and because I've been reading this energy for a moment, and they're calling me out because I was about to try to like, no, I don't want to read this energy. They're like, no, read it. Like, I'm tired of this shit. But I'm gonna read it because I actually do see something that I hadn't seen before, and this is what I see. When I've read this energy over the past few weeks, months, however long I've been reading about this King of Coins, King of Wands, whatever this situation is right here, okay? This is someone who's come out as being upset that they've lost a relationship because it was their Ace of Coins. Because it was their 10 of Coins. Okay? This is the first time I've seen that this person is experiencing a 5 of Wands energy over the eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups, right? So now it's like, this is something that's shifting. This person is like, wait, the person who walked away, this King of Coins is like, wait, this Empress walking away, oh my God, this wasn't just like me coming up. This was actually my shot at love. Fuck. That's growth. And so I do get to acknowledge that. Thank y'all for making me go back. Like, no, do that again. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. So that's the message. You know, that whoever you are, whatever, that's the message. This person that has been, here, let me channel this directly. The person who has been pretending like they don't care, can't see, could care less, and doesn't know, has been pretending the whole time, lying. They care more than they want to admit. Need you more than they want anyone to know, and that's the only reason this mess started. They're embarrassed by how much they need you. They understand it's codependent, but they have just discovered underneath the trauma is actual love. They are despondent and depressed, disappointed and disdained, because they know they've crossed the point of no return. They're promising themselves right now that they will do everything they can do in their power to get you back. We are allowing this person to see you as a beacon of hope in an effort to save their own soul. And so it is. All right, y'all, leaving this here, leaving that channel there, leaving this reading here. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe only if we vibe, okay? If you match the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't, please don't. Hit that bell, turn on your post notifications so the next time I drop a reading, you'll know all about it. Time is a construct. We make it up. It sucks. I wish we'd stop. But anyway, That just means take what resonates, leave the rest behind. In the meantime, trust your path. For God's sakes, yours. Your process and your purpose. Peace.